Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. With that, let's get up to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. For the call, we bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway from Cincinnati. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
I'm actually old enough to remember him hitting the league, and so many people are talking about his throwing motion at the time. A little bit unorthodox. No one talks about it anymore except in admiration. The ball gets to the target really well and usually with big production.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Green brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's go, boys.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Black 15! They're going to need some therapy after this.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Rivers. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception. navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. Gets around him. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Ready, black 15!
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it third down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Check 390! 390! Okay on this defense. No, he's on!
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Rivers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Throwing Rivers, and this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. This from 36 yards out. Badgley's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
And there's no substitute for experience in this league, and what it usually leads to, a whole lot of confidence. Andy Dalton is sharp with where to go with the football now. I think he sees reads before they actually even happen. He can sense them now, and he is one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL.
Throwing, Dalton, airing one out for Boyd. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Dalton. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Dalton. And that's complete. It's Green here. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. 46 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This will be Dalton again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And it'll be Dalton again. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a Bengals score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. It's complete to Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. On play action, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Rivers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Rivers now, and that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Back deep, Alex Erickson. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Dalton now to pass. He's got Green. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. And Dalton to throw. And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Here's Kevin Huber now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Hands up, lady.
58, the money. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hands up.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Now Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the run, it's Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty. So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Dalton. This is caught, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it's 21-3. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Good work, boys.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Back, 380! 380!
Choose the mic.
Don't let him breathe! Don't let him!
Rivers now from the 50.
Don't let him breathe, defense! Check up.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Rivers to throw it. Benjamin's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Stay there. Stay there. Black 11.
From the 31, Rivers. It's Williams on the catch. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Rivers now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check three, check three, check three.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on first down. Nixon. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A carry here for the big tight end. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Rivers and the Chargers now down 21-10, a little under 1:50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
All right, flag 15.
On 1st and 10, Rivers complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Got Gordon open, completes it. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Rivers has been through this many times as he'll hustle his guys to the line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Stop your whining.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Able to get this to Gordon. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Here we go.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll throw again. Rivers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Hands up. Lead.
Get the mic. Cover.
Hands up.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Dalton down to a knee, and that'll be all she wrote. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.